ladies, it's Lauren. I am so sorry that I'm behind on a video. I had a lot of things come up just with traveling. My husband's away on business. I decided to come all the way out and see my parents. They live a long ways away from me. So I flew out to be with them and kind of hang out at their place. I'm way out in the country, so don't have a lot of access. Internet is sketchy around here as well, so it's hard to upload things. But I will be here until a few more days and get to go home and see my husband, who I miss. But I wanted to give you a quick update on kind of things in my world for now. And I hope that I'm doing okay with this camera. It is my iPhone, so I'm probably shaky. Oh well, sorry. So basically where I'm at, I took some notes, I'll be looking at them. I am in a natural cycle, kind of like I think I told you guys last time. I'm in a natural cycle, our last one for now. I am on cycle day 20. Before I left, it was cycle day 13 was the last time I got to take an OPK. Did not get a positive at all. Wasn't even looking like it was close to it, but so, and cycle day 14 is when I flew out early in the morning, so I didn't have a chance to do an OPK or anything like that. So we BD'd on cycle day 13 that evening, and I flew here on cycle day 14. Cycle day 15, I had a lot of EWCM, which isn't really something that I get that often. I get a little bit, but not like anything amazing or anything like that. So I was really surprised by that. And then that evening on cycle day 15, I had what I think is ovulation pain. I have only had ovulation pain my first Clomid cycle, I think, and maybe one other time. I really don't get it. So it's what I think is ovulation pain. I'm not really sure that that's what it was, but it was on my left side, and it was kind of like a, sorry, let me readjust here. It was kind of like a dual pain, maybe a little sharp dual. You guys know what it feels like. So I was a little shocked by that. And then the very next day, cycle day 16, my breasts were so tender, and that has not happened since I went off birth control 2 years ago. So that's kind of shocking to me. So I kind of put two and two together. I think I probably ovulated on my own, actually, on cycle day 15, which is crazy because I have PCOS. I don't ovulate on my own most of the time. It's strange. But anyway, so I think that's a possibility that I ovulated on my own on cycle day 15, which would have put us, we VD'd 2 days before that. So I guess there's a shot. I'm not thinking anything of it, but my breasts are still very, very, very tender, which is so strange for me because I'm just so not used to that. And I'm hoping that's a good sign. I'm hoping that, I mean, I don't think it's a pregnancy sign, but I know that when your progesterone is higher, that's a side effect. So I'm at least hoping for that. Maybe my progesterone's high on its own for some reason, which I have very low progesterone on my own, so it's kind of an interesting cycle for me, but, you know, we'll see what happens. I guess I'm expecting, I guess I'm expecting my period around the 27th of this month. Let's see. Yeah, probably in about 10 more days or less, expecting my period. So we'll see when that period comes. Like I said, we're going to start our first IUI cycle. We're going to do Femera again. Like I've done Femera, I think 3 or 4 cycles now I've done Femera. So this will be another cycle of Femera, another trigger shot, but this time an IUI. I'm really anxious about it. I'm really excited about it. I'm just very, very positive right now. I think that it's going to work, and I'm like 100% into this. So it's a really strange place for me to be because I have been in a pretty bad place up until the past couple of months and thinking it's never going to happen. What are our options for living child-free or adopting? I mean, and I haven't even gotten into like IUIs yet, and I'm already thrown in the towel. But it's just because I was feeling so depressed and so alone and so in this, and just feeling like me and my husband were just on an island away from everyone, and it's just sad. So for me to be this positive and thinking that it's going to happen is shocking for me. So I'm just going to live it out while it lasts. as far as my, as far as this natural cycle goes, I'm not doing anything. I was taking OPKs just to see if I could get one, just to kind of get an idea. I don't temp anymore. I haven't temped in a long time since we started, you know, doing monitored cycles. There's really no point. I mean, if you're going and getting ultrasounds and paying for ultrasounds, they're going to see if there's a follicle big enough, and they're going to be able to kind of tell, you know, if it's going to happen on its own, if it's going to release on its own, or you're doing a trigger shot. Most of the time, you're doing a trigger shot, so it's really pointless to temp, especially because medication can mess with your temps so much. Sorry, I keep looking out. There are my parents have a big pond out back, and they have geese, and every spring, of course, the geese babies hatch, and so I keep watching them out there, and they're just like walking around. They're like, we're playing with each other earlier. It's so cute. So sorry, I keep looking at them. I'm so ADD and distracted. Like I said though, I'm not doing anything. I don't temp. I'm not drinking green tea or pomegranate juice or taking any herbal supplements. I literally only take a prenatal, which I've done for 2 years. I take 4,000 IUs of vitamin D because I was very, very deficient, and I've gotten myself up into a normal level, but my doctor still wants me to do that. And I take metformin for my PCOS. So that's all I do. And that's not much compared to what I was doing. I would do everything you could think of. Anything, you know, natural supplements, pineapple core, whatever. So anyway, I'm not doing any of that. We're just riding this one out. 2 more weeks. In the 2-week wait now, I believe I'm in the 2-week wait, so I'm really excited about getting started with my IUI cycle. I kind of just want AF to get here so I can move on. But that is all my TTC updates. As far as my weight loss updates, I had lost 23 pounds, I believe, and I will show you before and after pictures eventually when I get there. But I have done terrible this week. Being at my parents' house is awful when it comes to eating, because they have some of my most favorite restaurants here growing up, and I just have to like eat the crap out of those when I'm home. So it's been pretty awful. I only worked out once since I've been here, but you know, whatever. I'll go home and I'll get back on it and get back to everything. Something I kind of wanted to touch base on, just wanted to put kind of like my feelings in here, so I'm hoping you can get to know me better. I got to see my cousin's newborn baby this week, and tonight I will be going and seeing one of my childhood best friends, her new baby. And I did have to make a run to Target today and buy him a little present, so I had to buy little baby clothes, and I just kind of want to talk about like how that is such a bittersweet thing for me. I don't have trouble going to see babies. I adore them. I love to cuddle up on people's babies, and I love doing all that. When I'm in a store though buying baby stuff, I feel extremely uncomfortable. I feel like people are looking at me and like maybe they're like, ooh, you know, I guess I have this weird fear that somebody's going to be like, oh, are you shopping for yourself? You know, like how far along are you? Or something like that. Like something that somebody would say so rude. And I'm so nervous about that for some reason. So I'm like, how would I even respond if somebody said like, are you shopping for yourself or what? I'm like, no, I'm actually not. That's not a good subject. I don't know what I would say. So, sorry, I got to kind of change. My arm is like killing me. So I'm just not really sure how you guys handle that, you know? And like, I'm going to go over to her house tonight, and I know, like, we're childhood best friends. We don't talk that often unless I'm in town, which is not very often. What am I going to say whenever she asks me, like, when are you going to, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't really deal with that very often because most of our friends back home are single, and we still all go out. So it's not really something that's on their minds. And those that are close to us know what we're going through. So, of course, that's not a question that's asked. So I don't really know what I'm going to say. Like, if today she asks me, and I don't know. It's very strange. My family did say when I was holding my cousin's baby, well, Lauren, you look like a natural. But they didn't ask me, like, when is it going to happen or anything. I'm assuming that word has gotten around my family about what I'm going through, and that's fine. I'm usually a pretty open book, so I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. You can let me know how you handle that. I don't know. It's just very awkward. It doesn't like kill me or hurt me inside. It just kind of makes me feel very awkward. I'm just an awkward person though in general. So let me know how you guys handle that. I would love to have some responses I could give her. But thank you. Just want to give you an update. Hopefully I'll have more to update you on next week about kind of like how we're leading into this IUI cycle. I want to tell you guys like about some lifestyle changes I made in the past, you know, like year or so, and kind of update you on that. Okay, so hope you have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye.